Shalom, 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 Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rukakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do another video. Putting the spirit on me to do this video. Man, listen, man. This has become the year. This is the year, man. I believe through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, man, that the year 2020, man, so-called 2020. Hey, this is the year of prophecy, man. You see things coming to pass every day. The Most High is pouring out judgment upon the earth. You know, and this is only what these news stations are catching, man. You know, you go on social media, you get that international news, the international news apps, man. You see 3 times as much judgment coming across the earth, man. But with that being said, us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that's the only ones that I care about, man. I don't care what these other nations are going through in these other countries, man. I don't care that India is fighting China, man. I don't care about that, man. I don't care that Iran is going to war with America, man. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. But, you know, all that going on, you still got Negroes and Latinos getting hung from trees, man, in 2020. You know, you got Negroes getting hung in Mississippi, Texas, Atlanta. You know, this one is in Victoriaville. I believe this is Mississippi. You know, they still hanging us, man. Let me get this real quick, because this is going to prove without a shadow of a doubt that we are the children of the Most High, man. Only us, man. Because ain't nobody else being hung from trees, man. You don't see the so-called African, the so-called Chinese, Japanese, East Indian, and Arab man, and the so-called white man getting hung from trees, man. Who are getting hung from trees? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You are still getting hung from trees in 2020, man. This is Acts chapter 5, verse, I'm going to start at 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men. The power Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah of our fathers raised up Yahweh Shah, whom ye slew and hang on a tree, man. They did the same thing to our Savior, man. To our Mashiach. To Yahweh Shah, man. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, man. They did the same thing to him. So who's getting hung? Still in 2020, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. It was just a Latino, a so-called Hispanic brother that got hung in Texas, man. That was about 2 days ago, man. You know? So this proves that we are the people of the book, man. This is only our book, man. The Bible is only for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And y'all better wake up, man. Because as you can see every single day, man, it's become crazy because, you know, you can't even, let me get that. Before I quote it, let me get that. What I want. Con, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 66. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. So our life is just hanging in doubt, man. We doubting if we gonna make it through the next day, man. Every day we wake up and this excuse my language, bullshit country, America, aka Babylon, man. Our life is hanging in doubt, man. And thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life, man. So you're not going to have no assurance of your life, man. You're not going to know if you're getting through that day, man. If that's going to be the day, man. If the cops stop you. You know, it was a video with a little kid, man. The kid had to be no more than about 10 or 11, man. He was dribbling his basketball, I guess, in the front of his house, man. And he was dribbling, and he looked down the block, and he seen a cop car come racing down the block, man. This young brother hid behind the car, man, so that the cops wouldn't see him, man. Until the cops passed, then he came back out and started dribbling his basketball, man. That just goes to show you this ain't our rest, man. This is not our rest. We got to come out of America. We got to come back to the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Now, today, this minute, this second, man. We can't tarry, man. You know? Salakia. I'm sorry, I'm ranting, you know? But the spirit, man. Let me see if I can get that one. This is all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. This is Ecclesiasticus Sirach chapter 5 verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, man. Don't say I'm gonna get to it tomorrow. I'll get to it next week. You know, I'm gonna go out to the camp next week. You know, I'm gonna put up a video next month. You know, I'm gonna read my Bible one day. I'm gonna find out. I hear you, brothers, man. I got this flyer, but I'm gonna just I'm gonna get to it, man. I just gotta do some other things first, man. You tarrying, man. And what did the Lord say? Make no tarrying, man. Don't put it off from day to day, man. It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, man. George Floyd. You know, this brother I'm about to show you. You know, a whole lot of other brothers and sisters getting shot, getting harassed, getting beat up, getting killed, man. That is the wrath of the Lord. And it's coming forth all throughout Babylon and all throughout the world. It says, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, man. Because when you get comfortable here, you know, you thinking that you a part of America, you are African American, you black. You secure in America, man. Hey, you gonna be destroyed, the Lord said. And perish in the day of vengeance, man. So when the Most High come with that wrath, man, the Most High said in Ezekiel 9th chapter, come go to the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations and set a mark upon them, man. Those men are not going to be caught in this destruction and in this hell. They're not going to get vengeance from the Lord, man, because they turn back to the Lord, man. Y'all think this is a game? Y'all think this is a joke? Y'all think brothers is lying out there when they go on the highways and hedges telling you something, man? You want to turn a blind eye? You want to cover your ears? You want to curse brothers out? You want to scoff at the Bible, man? And say that the Bible ain't real? You don't want to take heed to the words that are in this book, man? So, hey, you're going to be destroyed in the day of the Lord's vengeance, man. And in that day, you can't say nobody didn't tell you. So I'm going to let this play, Salakia, for ranting. I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna get a couple of more scriptures, man. This ain't gonna be a long video. Salakia.
Now at 4:30, new information involving the hanging death of an African-American man, this time in Victorville. Sheriff's investigators say so far there is no evidence that Malcolm Harsh's death was murder.
But as NBC4's Tony Shin reports, the victim's family.
How the hell? See that? And these newscasters, they satanic right along with everybody else, man. They satanic, just like the other. They always, man. This is crazy, man. Since when do so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans hang themselves from a tree, man? How the hell can you hang yourself from a damn tree, man? I mean, you can hang yourself from a tree, man, but our people ain't known for that, man. You know, our people are not known for that, man. It's not considered a murder. You damn devils, man.
Family and friends say he would never take his own life.
This is the homeless encampment where 38-year-old Malcolm Harsh was found hanging from a small tree at around 7 a.m. on May 31st, just 100 yards from the Victorville City Library. San Bernardino County Sheriff's detectives say Malcolm's girlfriend called 911, saying he had hanged himself. She and others from the encampment had cut him down and tried to resuscitate him. Deputies and paramedics also attempted to revive him, but couldn't. 2 weeks later, the investigation continues with deputies still...
Hey, it's probably that devil right there, man. That's the two role that Esau played, man. The so-called white man, man, the devil, man. He'll hang you. He'll come out. He'll put on his regular clothes at night, come out, hang you, and then put on his uniform in the morning and come investigate that same crime, man. You can't trust this devil, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12. Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance. Man, how does he take vengeance? Lynching you, man. Killing you out in the street, man. Putting your knee on your neck. Putting his knee on your neck, man. In front of the whole world, man, for them to see. You know? And he's doing it he's doing it on an everyday basis, man. And you even got a video with Edomites in Atlanta. Edomites, that's the biblical name of the so-called white man. You got Edomites in Atlanta going around doing drive-by shootings on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And it's not just going on in Atlanta, man. We in war right now, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who feel secure in this country, man, you gonna be destroyed, man. You're gonna be put to death by the same people who you feel give you security. You know, the so-called white man is the devil, man. He wants to kill you. He hates you. So I'm gonna start that from the top. Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12. Thus saith the Lord power. Because that Edom, the biblical name of the so-called white man, have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and have greatly offended and avenged himself upon them, man. Who's the them? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. He's revenging himself upon you, man. How is it that we were brought over here against our will to this weak, wicked ass country, right? When we got over here, you know, they made us slaves 400 plus years, and now they killing us like we chose to be over here, man. That's how much this man hates you. He has to know where you at all the time. He has to know what you're doing all the time. It's numerous of videos coming out with these damn devils just walking up to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, messing with you, calling the cops, lying, justifying their their hatred for you, man. So that's why Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to do away with this whole race, man. This whole race of wicked-ass people, man. And I'm going to say it like that. Whole race of wicked-ass people, man. The so-called white man, woman, and child is a wicked race, along with the other nations, man. They all hate you, man. You don't get that yet?
Canvassing the area for more clues.
They were just asking if we had cameras. They asked if they were pointed in this direction, and so they were just wondering if we've seen anything, but we let them know that we didn't see anything that day.
Family members in his home state of Ohio told us that Malcolm would never commit suicide. They say investigators told them the 6'3" tattoo artist had blood on his shirt and was found with a USB cord wrapped around his neck. Family members question why it took the coroner 12 days to perform an autopsy. They also say the coroner recently told them that there wasn't any physical evidence suggesting foul play. But family members still believe Malcolm was murdered.
All he talked about every day was his kids, his kids, his kids.
Henry Bennett claims to be Malcolm's best friend of the past 2 years. He says Malcolm was homeless, and during the days leading up to his death, he was also sad because he was going to miss the graduation of one of his 8 kids.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5, man. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. You know, so this man, the so-called white man, he has a perpetual hatred. Perpetual means long going, man. Ongoing, ongoing, ongoing. Hatred for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And hey, I believe in my spirit that this brother did not hang himself, man. 100%. We can be, us as Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, so-called, we can be sad. We can be mad. We can be stressed. We can be depressed. Never have I ever heard of anybody I know or because I know my people, we are gonna go to a tree and hang ourselves, man. If we're gonna do anything, man, brothers get on drugs. They'll turn to alcoholics. You know, probably going do anything just to suppress the stress level, man. But we're not gonna kill ourselves, man. Not like this, man. So I believe the brother that's coming up and what's the word? Coming up and coming to his aid, man. Coming to his defense. I believe him, man. This was the work of the devil, man. Because he's had a perpetual hatred against us from the beginning, man. Verse 6, Ezekiel 35 and 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I will prepare thee unto blood, man. They said that the brother had blood on his shirt. Well, that blood probably came from these damn devils beating him up first, man. You know? I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Blood is going to pursue you, you damn devil, man. All you so-called white people, man. Blood is going to pursue you. Why? Since thou hast not hated blood, because you love blood, man. You love seeing blood, especially the blood of the saints, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You love seeing our blood spilled, man. Because you've been the one spilling it. And then you go home to your family and you don't think nothing of it, man. Hey, matter of fact, you thinking of how you can get away with it the next day. That's what you thinking, man. It says, blood. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee, man. Meaning blood gonna chase you, man. You're gonna be in your own blood real soon, man. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Scriptures, man. You know? But, see, with all this going on, it's going to be beautiful how we come out of it, man. You know? Because right now, the Most High ain't dealing with us, man. The Most High is not dealing with us. So I'm going to get this. This is Baruch chapter 4. Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. I'm going to start at 6. Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, man. So all this that we going through, man, this is not for our destruction, man. This is just a punishment, man, because we went off. We didn't hold up our end of the bargain, man, which is keep the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. The Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We didn't do what He said, man. We didn't do what the Heavenly Father told us to do. You know, we did not do that. But we was not sold to all these other nations. We was not sold to the so-called white man for our destruction, right? But for what? But because ye moved Yahweh Shem Yahushua to wrath, man, we made Him mad. Ye were delivered unto the enemies, for ye provoked Him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So we went off strayed from the Most High and His laws, and we decided to serve other gods, man. Christianity, Buddhism, Catholic, Seventh-day Adventists, worshiping Caesar Borgia. You know? That devil, man. That white Jesus, man. Which Jesus is not His name. And He don't look like that, man. You know? I'm gonna jump to 25, man. My children, Baruch 4:25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High. So this is wrath from the Most High, man. All this that you see happening to our people, this is of the Most High. The Most High is bringing this upon us, man. Why? Because we did not keep our law, statutes, and commandments that He gave us from the beginning, man. This is the only reason. It ain't because the so-called white man got the power to do this, man. No. The Most High gave the so-called white man power to do this to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans because you want to be hard-headed and stiff-necked. I'm going to start from the top. Baruch chapter 4, verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, for thy enemy have persecuted thee. That's persecution right there, man. Getting hung from a tree, shot dead in the street, you know, getting no justice, no peace, this not being our rest, you know. That is persecution, you know. But shortly thou shalt see his destruction. Who? The so-called white man and all these other nations, man, who joined unto them to destroy us, man. Shortly we're going to see their destruction, man. You know? And shall tread upon his neck. So payback is coming. Thus saith the Lord. Thus saith the Holy Scriptures, man. The Holy Bible, man. Payback is coming swiftly, man. You know, for this brother and hundreds and hundreds and thousands or hundreds of thousands and millions and tens of millions and hundreds of millions of our people that they killed, man. Unjustly. You know? So much blood is on this man's hands. Man, listen. I can't even tell you how he gonna get punished, man. But I know it's gonna be worse than what we got, man. And he getting double that. You know? And when you read the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, man, when it says upon Edom, they were the only nation that were neighbors of the Israelites that didn't receive no mercy from the Most High, man. They not gonna get no mercy from the Most High, man. And they can't call upon him. How you got all these so-called white people saying, please God help us? Well, hey, Satan ain't gonna help you, man. Satan is controlled by the Most High. And you've been bamboozled, man. You've been hoodwinked. Hey, you've been put in a trick bag. And that you can't get out of, man. All you so-called white people, man. All of y'all. So I'm going to get a couple more. And that's going to be it.
Still, Henry believes Malcolm wouldn't kill himself.
No, I know my boy, man. He's not gonna do nothing like that.
Malcolm's death has also caught the attention of longtime community activist Najee Ali, who is now calling for an independent investigation in what he calls a possible lynching. Sheriff John...
Why would you say a possible lynching? That was a lynching, man. A lot of these activists, man, they bought out too, man. You know, they took bribes, they took money. Hey, but they gonna have to pay for that too, man. This is Job 21:19. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua layeth up his iniquity for his children, man. The same way we are suffering because of our forefathers' disobedience, these children of these so-called white people and their ancestors, Edom, Esau, they are going to get judged off of their ancestors, man. You know? God, it says, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewarded him, and he shall know it, man. Soon these so-called white people are gonna know that the Most High is judging them, man. And a lot of them do already, man. A lot of them do, man. You know? Verse 20, his eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty, man. And hey, that's gonna be a beautiful sight to see, man. When the so-called white man and all these other nations, the damn dirty Chinese, you know, the dusty Japanese, man, the so-called blood drinking, piss bathing Hamites, cannibalistic Hamites, man, and the disgusting Arabs, man, so-called Arabs, and these damn red dot Buddhism, East Indians, man. All of these other nations gonna get the wrath of the Almighty, man, which is Yahweh, the Most High power, Yahweh. You know.
McMahon says the California Department of Justice is also involved in the investigation.
We do believe that foul play was involved. We do believe that white nationalism, white racism, white supremacy is on the rise because of the rise of Black Lives Matter.
In a press release, sheriff's investigators say the autopsy showed no signs of foul play.
Yeah, they're going to say that, man. But, see, once again, the brothers is out there. You can still hear this word, man. You can still repent for anything that you have done. You can still go on YouTube and listen to videos and hear brothers speak this truth, man. You can still do this, man. If you don't want to, and hey, you act like you don't want to hear it, hey, this is what the Lord said, man. This is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, man. You know, you're going to all be slaughtered, man, that don't want to come back to these law, statutes, and commandments, that don't want to call upon your power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. You don't want to do that? you're going to be numbered to the slaughter, man. And why is that? Because when I called, ye did not answer. How does the Lord call on you, man? He got his servants out there teaching you the word, man. His word. These are not our words. We're being used as vessels to bring out the word, man. These words is everything, man. The Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua is everything. His words matter, man. Black lives don't matter, as you can see, man. Israelite lives matter. If you come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments and obey Yahweh Shem Yahushua, then your life would be worth keeping to the Most High, man. He would regard your life, man. That you don't get caught out here. Because honestly, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all slipping out here, man. Y'all, and I'm seeing a bunch of videos with a bunch of you. I'ma call you that, man. A bunch of you dumb niggas out here. You still shooting each other. You throwing your own women in trash cans. You know, you throwing them in freezers. You have no regard for your own people, man. So those of you who do that, man, you're gonna be numbered to the slaughter, man. Because you a wicked ass nigga, man. And you wicked ass Eves out here too, man. You wicked ass Eves out here too, man. Still want to be on social media beefing with each other. Hey, you gonna get numbered to the slaughter because you push the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua's word to the back, man. You see brothers out there calling upon you, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see it, man. It says, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear. But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. You love to do everything that the Most High delighted not, man. You love to be wicked and go against what Yahweh Shem Yahushua said, man. Now, mind you, we all go off, man. We all are weak in this flesh, but we have to come back, man. We gotta pick ourselves back up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We gotta understand that this word and these laws and coming back to the Most High is more important than all of that, man. No matter how many times we may fall, we gotta get back up. You know? And it says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Because that food shortage is coming, man. That famine of bread is coming. They're not even speaking on that, man. That famine of food is coming. It's going to be shortage of food, man. Real soon, man. You know? And it says, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. You ain't going to be able to find a glass of water, man. You know? Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed, man. Because you're gonna know that what brothers were saying was the truth. And the Most High is gonna put that in your spirit to know and take you back to that day that you scoffed the word, that you scoffed brothers, you spit on brothers, you called the cops on brothers, you wanted to fight brothers. You didn't want to love your brothers. I see a lot of videos of you so-called Northern Kingdom tribes who hating on your Southern Kingdom brothers, man. Now, I'm from the Southern Kingdom, tribe of Judah, man. I don't show no animosity to none of my brothers, man. Now, I know our people can get on our damn nerves, man. But you're supposed to be patient. You're supposed to use wisdom. And you're supposed to pray for them, man. Now, if they be out there being wicked, man, then they're going to get what they deserve from the Most High, man. But a lot of Northern Kingdom, man, they being they showing hatred toward their brothers, man. And the Most High said in 1 John chapter 4, if you hate your brother, you are a murderer, man. How can you say you love the Most High when you that you have not seen, and hate your brother which you have seen, man? So you a liar, man. You know? And it says, behold, my servants, verse 14, Isaiah 65 and 14. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, man. Because when that destruction come on these other nations, you're going to be joyous, man, if you keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You're going to have a joyous heart, man. And it says, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, man. You're going to cry, man. You know? And this is hard to watch. Because this is still my brother, man. I understand that 2/3 of our people going to get wiped out, man. Lord willing, I'm not part of that number. You know, but it still hurts to see these other nations put their hands on us, man. You know? And it says, and shall howl for vexation of spirit, man. You're going to wish to die in these days to come, man. But the Most High not going to let you, man. He going to let all holy hell come upon you, man. And you going to cry and weep, man.
But they are still waiting for the toxicology results before they release a cause and manner of death. In Victorville, I'm Tony Shin, NBC4 News.
Now at 4:30, new information.
This is going to be my last one. This is Isaiah chapter 61. Isaiah chapter 61. I'm going to start at 1. Because this is what it is, man. Isaiah 61 and 1. The Spirit of the Lord power is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings to the meek, man. Who's the meek? The children of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Just as this brother that you see on the screen is, man. He is the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, man. Who's more brokenhearted than you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man? You know? To proclaim liberty to the captives. Who's captives in America, man? Us, man. The children of Israel, man. We are captives in America, man. Right? And the opening of the prison to them that are bound, man. We are bound, man. We fill up the prison houses, man. You know? We are in prison when we walk in these streets, man. Verse 2. To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, man. The year of the Lord is come, man. That time is right around the corner, man. You know? Right around the corner, man. And the day of vengeance of our power, man. So the Lord is coming to bring vengeance upon all these heathen nations, man. You know? The Most High don't forget nothing. To comfort all that mourn, man. And we in mourning right now. Every single day we wake up. We are blessed to wake up. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua for another day. But man, we mourning every day, man. Our life hanging doubt, man. Look at this. Victoria hanging death, man. Hang. Your life hang in doubt, man. So we got to come back to the Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We got to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments right now. We can't tarry, man. Because it's going to get worse out here, man. It's going to get worse. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Wukar Kadash. Shalom, Israel.